Carmelo Anthony is the definition of a pure bucket.
On Anthony. Anthony now drives, gets inside, and finishes! Carmelo Anthony throws it down!
He has some of the most staggering scoring lines in NBA history while providing the blueprint of how to school any player in the league. Let's start off with Melo's story by seeing the harsh conditions that he grew up in. Number 6. Early life. Carmelo Anthony grew up in the Red Hook housing project in Brooklyn, New York. Later on, he would become famous for repping New York with the Knicks. But before we get to that point, Carmelo and his family moved to Baltimore after his dad passed away from cancer when Carmelo was only 2 years old. Carmelo and his siblings grew up at the Murphy homes in West Baltimore. There, Melo witnessed some incredibly harsh tragedies, like the murder of his cousins, but also some bright spots like community support as he continued to grow as a basketball player. Now, something that many people don't know is that Melo was actually cut from his school team as a freshman. When he returned the next year, he had grown 5 inches and developed a new level of talent that made him a star. Soon after that, he committed to play his college ball at Syracuse University, where he became a young legend. Number 5. College dominance. In the 1 year with Syracuse, Melo averaged 22.2 points a game, which was the 4th best in the Big East, along with 10 rebounds. He led the team in scoring, rebounding, minutes played, field goals made, and free throws made and attempted. He set the tournament record for the most points by a freshman when he dropped 33 on the University of Texas in the Final Four. During the championship game against Kansas, Anthony had 20 points and 10 rebounds, and helped Syracuse win their first ever NCAA tournament in 2003. Originally, Melo had planned on going to college for 2 or 3 years because he believed it would take him that much time to accomplish his goal of winning a college title. But not only did he win the title in his very first year, he was also given the tournament's most outstanding player award and the NCAA Freshman of the Year. So with all of that already on his resume, Melo declared for the NBA in 2003 and began his legendary scoring career. Number 4. Rookie of the Year campaign. The 2003 draft class was legendary. It featured league-defining stars like LeBron James, Dwayne, Chris Bosh, and of course Carmelo Anthony. So when you don't win the Rookie of the Year and everyone says you got snubbed, that means you truly did something special to stand out. And Melo was special from the get-go. In just his 6th career NBA game, Melo scored 30 points, becoming the 2nd youngest player in NBA history to score 30 points or more in a game. It was the fewest games a Nuggets rookie took to score 30 points in a contest since the ABA-NBA merger. Melo became the 3rd youngest player to reach the 1,000-point plateau in NBA history in February of 2004. Not long after that, he set the Nuggets franchise record for the most points by a rookie when he dropped 41 on the Supersonics. He also became the 2nd youngest player to score at least 40 points in a game in NBA history. Melo also became the 4th player in NBA history to capture all 6 of the Rookie of the Month awards in a season. Melo averaged 21 points per game during the season, which was more than any other rookie. He helped the Nuggets go from a 17-65 record the previous year to a 43-39 record. In doing so, he became the first rookie to lead a playoff team in scoring since David Robinson. These were signs of what was to come, as Melo quickly established himself as a premier bucket getter in the league and earned himself a reputation for having one of the best scoring bags in league history. Number 3. Scoring mastery. Melo's highlight reel is for the pure hoop fan. It's full of perfectly orchestrated jab steps, pull-up mid-ranges, turnaround fadeaway, and good old-fashioned bully ball when he got a smaller defender on him. That's how he became the 3rd youngest player in NBA history to reach 2,000 and 5,000 career points. And Melo had the clutch gene too. In a single season, he made 5 game-winning shots in the last 5 seconds. And of course, all 5 of those game winners were made on jump shots. By the time his career ended, he had 26 game winners in the last 30 seconds of a game and 17 in the last 5 seconds of the game. Melo's career is also filled with incredibly efficient and high-scoring performances. Take his 49-point game against the Wizards. At that time, 49 was his career high, and he achieved it while shooting 76% from the field as he went 19 for 25. His shooting percentage was the second highest in the last 13 years for a player who took 25 or more shots in a game. In 2008, he would tie the legendary George Gervin for the most points scored in one quarter, as he dropped 33 in the third quarter against the Wolves. He did so by shooting a staggering 80%. He would go on to open the 2009-2010 season by totaling 71 points in the first two games combined. He became one of 3 players in Nuggets history to achieve this feat. The same year, he had a 15 consecutive game streak where he scored 20 points or more, setting a Nuggets record. But back to amazing scoring displays. In 2013 against the Heat, he dropped his then career high of 50 and became the first player in NBA history to record 50 or more points without a single paint basket. That means the 50 piece was all jumpers, like a true hoop legend. He also became only the third NBA player to score at least 40 points on at least 60% field goal shooting in 3 consecutive games, joining Bernard King and Michael Jordan. While in 2013, Melo was named Eastern Conference Player of the Week from April 1st to 7th, 2013. In that time, he led the Knicks to a 4-0 record as part of their 12-game winning streak, during which he averaged 41.8 points per game. No NBA player had scored at least 35 points in 5 straight games since Kobe. Now, rightfully so, in 2013, Melo became the NBA scoring champion as he averaged 28.7 points per record for single-game scoring when he had 62 points against the Bobcats. Part of his scoring legacy includes being one of 3 players to score 10,000 points for 2 franchises, and more importantly, overtaking Elvin Hayes to be the 10th all-time on the NBA scoring list, and then surpassing Moses Malone to finish his NBA career at the 9th spot with 28,000 points. Now that is a whole lot of jumpers. And his efficient scoring didn't just stop in the NBA, it carried over internationally, where he earned himself the Olympic Melo moniker. Number 2, Olympic career. All in all, Melo has 1 bronze and 3 golds in the Olympics. He has been a key member of the American squad from 2004 to 2016. And one reason he always was needed was that he excelled as a zone buster. American players were always bigger and faster than their competition. But one area other teams could find some success was in shooting. So they often made the Americans beat them with their 3-ball by playing zone. And that's where Melo came in clutch, because he was always ready to hit the open jumpers and break up the zone play. He holds the record for most points scored in an Olympic contest with 37, scored in only 14 minutes of play time. As the end of the 2016 games, he was U.S. Olympic men's team leader in points, rebounds, and games played. Number 1, Melo's legacy. When it comes to Melo, one thing fans point to right away is that he never won a ring in the NBA. But the reality of the matter is that winning is extremely tough and requires a great deal of luck. This luck starts right away, as it's extremely important which team you get drafted in. If the championship caliber Detroit Pistons had selected the scoring master, the likelihood of him getting a ring would have increased substantially. But of course, they didn't, and they went on to regret their decision. While Melo went on to become one of the best pure scorers the game has ever seen. So if you're still not convinced, just type in Melo vs. Zion on YouTube and see how Melo schools the young superstar without even taking a dribble. That is a master who will be a first-ballot Hall of Famer when his time comes. Now ultimately, that will be Melo's legacy, a pure hooper whose game will be studied by the coming generation and picked apart and added to their own skill set. This is exactly what any true hooper wants, and Melo was certainly a true hoop head. Now if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so that you're notified the next time we upload a new video. And with that being said, you just watched us break down the story of one of the greatest NBA scorers ever, Carmelo Anthony. We'll see you next time.